phone down for a second and get this last bolt out. Alright. So now we have all the bolts out of the gauge cluster. So now the gauge it's just out. So grab it, leaving the wires connected, otherwise you're gonna have to reset your compass and all that crap. Make sure your key is not in your ignition, or I mean it could be in, just make sure it's not turned on. Otherwise you're gonna lose compass calibration. But just grab it and flip it over, and it will look like this on the back. And you'll see each one of these screws right here. Camera will focus. You can either use a little socket on it or a Torx bit. In my case, instead of trying to find the socket, I'm just going to go ahead and use the Torx bit, because I know I have it. I think it's a T25 is what I think it is. And I'm completely wrong. Okay, well it's a T15. So if you have a T15 Torx bit, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a T15 bit here. So put this down for a second, and you'll see that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7 of these things. In my case, I only have to fix my cruise control light, which is currently out. So I'm not going to be removing all 7. I'm just going to be removing the ones that I can access on my side. But if you're replacing all of your lights, you'll want to go ahead and remove all 7 of them. But for me, I'm just going to remove these top 3 right here, where I can access this. Alright, so now it's pretty straightforward. You can pretty much just look and tell which ones are the ones that light everything. I know that this top black one right here, if it's flipped upside down, remember, this top black one is going to be your LCD screen. That one also has to be replaced. I think that one, yeah, that one is the right side, or the right side of your speedometer. Okay, so in my case, my cruise control is not working. So my cruise control is going to be the one above my blinker. So this will be my cruise control. And my problem is when I put it in, I put the bulb in backwards. So the polarity is wrong, so the bulb will not work. So you just literally grab these things here and twist it one time to the left. Okay, and pull it out. And here's your little LED bulb. And if in my case you put it in and it doesn't come on, your polarity is wrong. So all you need to do is just flip the bulb around. So make sure you, see if I can set this camera up. So I have it here. I'm just going to pull the bulb out and literally flip it around like that. And that reverses the polarity. So if you put them in and they don't work, just flip them around. And then to install, it's the same thing. You just put it back in like that and give it a twist. I'm going to run through how to reinstall for a minute, and then I'll just turn it off so I don't have to do the whole thing over again. But it's pretty much the repeat process. On the back of this thing here, you're going to notice these 3 clips like that, and they line up with the 3 clips in the back of your steering wheel. So literally, whenever you put it back on, put that back on first, but these 3 clips will line up like that and just lock down like that, and it will be sandwiched in between the other thing. And then when you put this back on, if you notice that there's clips, these top clips, they slide into the punch places in the dash. So whenever you reinstall this, get it up in here first. Okay. And the first thing you want to do is just run your hand. Go ahead and run your hand flat and just slide this thing forward like that. And then after you do that, this one's a little bare you gotta play with. You gotta leave the bottom down kind of flat almost, not necessarily put them in yet, but almost put these bottom pieces in. Go through and line them up, and then run your hand across the top and slide it in like that. And then this dash clips back in, like so. Alright guys, that's how you do it. That's the LED conversion behind the dash. Hope this video helps out some.